There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines, because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Got something for you to do here a few hours for us. Or just help us out maybe a couple hours and then we'll grab somebody else. We'll start out with the breeding gilts. We'll get started here. I'd like to welcome everyone to the 2019 Spring Livestock Show. As soon as I get them loaded up here in the holding pen, we'll get started. We'd like to welcome Jeremy Mabry from Fayetteville, Arkansas, a VOAG instructor. Be working with the kids this evening. If y'all would, put your hands together and give him a big, warm McCurtain County welcome. We got some folks here that's running for state offices, and I'm going to turn the mic over to them, let them introduce themselves, and here you go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Walker Snap, and I proudly represent the Poto FFA chapter as a candidate for your next Southeast Area Vice President. I just wanted to come out today and introduce myself to as many of you as possible and wish all the exhibitors the best of luck and congratulate everyone. Thank you all and have a wonderful evening.
All right.
Hello, I'm Krista Carroll. I proudly represent the Tishomingo FFA chapter as a candidate for your next Southeast Area FFA Vice President, and I want to wish all of the exhibitors good luck tonight. Thank you.
Okay. Chesters, 2 head.
Start the night with a class of Chester gilts here. Want to say it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me out. Great class to start here. 2 gilts that offer some trade-offs here. One that's maybe a little bit stouter in her bone work, maybe a little more extended in front of her shoulder in the younger gilt. The bigger gilt, she maybe wants to come in at her knee just a little bit. She comes at me, maybe a little bit forward in that shoulder blade. I'm going to stick with fundamentals of structure tonight. I think the little gilt's got a little bit better fundamentals on her ground. Obviously, the big gilt's a little better in her center body. We're going to go 1-2 right here in the Chesters. Thank you.
Grace Palmer will have your first place, your Chesters, and Lawson Coulter from Valiant FFA will have your second place Chester gilt. Next, we'll have the spots.
We bring in the spot and the York here out of single entry classes. Both of them are good representation of their breed. The spot's comfortable in the skeleton, got some extension out front. I'd like to see her be just a little bit bigger in that rib cage. She wants to come at me and just be a little bit truer as she goes to the ground coming at me. The Yorkshire, I'd like to see her be opened up in her rib just a little bit more. She's a little tight made for me for a female. Comfortable on her legs. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the Chester that wins that class. She's going to be your champion gilt tonight.
Grace Palmer will have your grand this evening from Palmer Academy. Grace Palmer.
For reserve, we're going to go ahead and use the spot gilt just for added center body and dimension right there for overall femininity. We're going to use her for reserve.
Rachel Palmer from Palmer Academy with their spot will have the reserve grand this evening. Class 1 Burke, 6 head. I think. 7 head, isn't it? Class 1, 7 head.
start out with our lightweight Berkshires here, and there's some give and take in this class. Obviously, I don't find one that's just perfect for me. I want them complete. I want them balanced. I want them to be able to go on their feet and legs and still have some shape. If I can get those extras, I'd love to take them. I want to start with the young lady with the pink bow. This little gilt, she just offers the fundamentals of soundness. She's got some meat quality to her. She's got a good top, good groove down her top. She is the soundest in this class. She's going to be my class winner. In 2, we got the power hog. If I could get this hog to take a better step off his rear too, he wants to get up underneath himself just a little bit. I love him from his front end. I love his extension, his look. Love how he goes on his front too. He is the meat hog, but he can't go above the one above because of his soundness issues. The young man in 3, this gilt's the profile gilt. When she gets out, she's got some good extension. She's got good looks. She's sound on all 4. I need her to have more to her to move up above the 2 ahead of her, just to be a complete hog. Another good hog in 3rd. Young lady in 4th, if I could redesign this wind, his top, push his top down in him, fix that ham loin just a little bit. Good sound hog, got some shape, muscle to it, just where it needs to be today. And young lady in 5th, this one just gets a little tight off his rear too. Doesn't want to put him where it need to go. Good product up high, good ham depth right there. Another good hog. Good class, good kids.
Class 2 Burt should be 5 head. First place goes to Heidi Thompson from Valiant 4-H. Second, Marissa Robinson from Idabel FFA. Third, Cash Clarity from Hayworth 4-H. Fourth, Chris Partridge from Valiant FFA. Fifth, Autumn Boland from Idabel FFA. And sixth, Marissa Rose from Smithfield FFA. Class 2, 5 head.
Another good class here in our middleweights on the Burks. I think there's an easy class winner here for me. Young lady right here in the blue vest is going to be my class winner. This one's the truest at the ground coming at you. He's got the most shape up high. He's got the most shape as he goes away from you. He's good in his neck. I'd like to clean his jowl just a little bit. That's a Berkshire thing, I know, but still like to make it just a little bit more look right there. Overall, though, that's the most complete one that I found in this class. He's my class winner. The young lady with the paisley shirt, she's going to be second today. If I could get this gilt to have just a little more to her in her center body, a little bit of depth there, good shape up high. I'd like to fix her in her ham loin just a little bit. She takes a good stride off all four. I'd like to see her just go just a little, catch your gears and go just a little bit more right there. But another good hog to be in second. Young lady in third, if I could reconstruct this one's rear too and make it go just a little truer right there, she can maybe move up a hole. Got some good shape up high. Got some ham to working down there. Another good hog in third. The gilt coming out in fourth. I'd like, again, change her off her rear too. She wants to take both feet and put them outside of her skeleton as she goes away from me, and she wants to narrow the most at the ground coming at me. If I can reconstruct those wheels, that's another good high-quality animal right there. I can move up a couple notches. And the young man coming out in fifth right here. I just need to, this one wants to get a little too wide in his front end, wants to push those shoulders outside of his skeleton and doesn't take a good long stride off his rear too. Wants to bow on those hocks just a little bit, but another hog that's got a lot of product to him. Another good product-driven hog. Good class, good kids.
All right, Class 3 Burke will have 5 head. First place, Emily Farley from Hayworth FFA. Second, Adeline Clarity from Forest Grove. Third, Addison Farley from Hayworth. Fourth, Caden Coulter from Broken Bow. And fifth, Dylan Eccles from Broken Bow. Class 3, 5 head.
Another good class of hogs here in our heavyweight Berkshires. There's definitely some give and take in this top pair. I'm going to elect to go with the young man's spotted up gilt here. If I can fix this gilt at her ham loin and fix that wrinkle just a little bit, she has the look I like from the side. She takes a good long stride off both ends. She's square. She goes to the ground. She's true as she comes at me. And I think that's where she beats my barrel that's in second. The barrel in second wants to get just a little off in his rears. He wants to get him up underneath him just a little bit. And he wants to get just a little compact for me. I love the look and extension that the gilt offered. I think that's where she beats this barrel. Barrel's chock full of muscle, chock full of shape. Another good barrel to be sitting there in second. Third. Young lady in third coming out with this gilt. Another gilt that's designed well off her feet and legs. I would like to change her in her center body, give her some more dimension there, open her up in that rib cage. She's got a good look to her. The young lady does a good job getting her out and getting her drove. Just didn't have the power to match those two above her today. Hog comes out in fourth. Another one, if I could add just a little bit of shape to the upper side of this one's skeleton and recorrect that left rear as he goes away from him. Let's put all his weight on that outside toe and put some pressure which caused that hog to bow out. But another good hog sitting there in fourth place. And the young man in fifth, another one that I'd like to bring this one's skeleton back inside of itself, just make it a little bit more smooth and add some shape up high. But another good female to be sitting there in fifth. Good job, good class, good set of perks.
I'd like to thank Clarity Swine Farm for providing or sponsoring the breed champion, Burke, this evening. Clarity Swine Farm. Class 3, first place, Connor Schaefer from Batiste. Second, Landy Coulter from Valiant 4-H. Third, Adeline Clarity from Forest Grove 4-H. Fourth, Lauren Trevino from Eagletown. And fifth, Kendall Hughes from Broken Bow.
Really good set of Berks to open up our market show today. It comes down to the middle and the heavy for me. The little one's just giving up a little bit too much today for me to go ahead and put her in this top pair. And it gets close here. There's definitely some give and some take here. If I can fix this gilt at her ham loin, I love how she gets out and goes. I love how she takes a good stride off her rear too and pushes her hock out past her tail head. And I love the extension that she has out of her front neck. On this barra here, when she lets this barra get out and go and doesn't keep him jammed up over there, this is a pretty good one. I love the look he has from the side with his head up. I love the market hog qualities that he has. I still think he's the truest at the ground as he comes and goes. He's going to be my champion. Gilt will be my reserve.
Emily Farley from Hayworth FFA will have your breed champ this evening. Emily Farley. Class 1 Chesters, B3 head.
good class of Chesters here to start out with. I'm going to start with the young lady in the peach here. This gilt offers some good fundamental at the ground. She wants to get out and go good. Got a good top in her and a good butt late in her. That's just a good place, logical place for me to start. Bounces up and it's a complete hug. The next gilt that comes out, if she's just a little bit better in her chest floor, she maybe rivals my class winner right there. But I just need to fix her there and make her take a longer stride off that back end, just to free her up just a little bit. But another good gilt right there. And the little gilt down here, again, I just want to reconstruct her from behind, fix her rear wheel just a little bit. One that's packed full of muscle, got a lot of shape. Good hog to be sitting right there in third place. Good class, great kids.
Class 1, first place, Jared Bean from Baptiste. Second, Heidi Thompson from Valiant 4-H. Third, Ryson Hanks from Broken Bow. Class 2, 4 head.
Another good class of Chesters here. I'm going to start with the young lady in the greens gilt to start off. a gilt that takes a good stride. She's not perfect in her feet and legs, but I don't think there is anything in the class that is. She's the one that suits me the best as far as shape, balance, completeness in this class. I'm going to start there with her. The young lady in the plaid over there with the blue bow is going to be second. If I could get this gilt to open up in her upper skeleton, open up in her rib cage, be just a little bit wider at the ground, I think she rivals our class winner. Another good gilt that's easy moving and going, but one that I just need to widen and make a little bit stouter for me. Young lady in third is another one. I'd just like to set this with shoulder back in it and fix this rear legs a little bit, but one that's got a lot of product, a lot of muscle, one she appreciate to be sitting there in third place. And my young man on the end, I just need this bear to get out and take a little longer stride. He's got a lot of shape, a lot of product, and just fix him up on all 4 feet, but a good one to be sitting there in fourth. Great class, great set of kids.
Class 3 Chesters. Should be 3 head, Class 3. Class 2, first place goes to McKinley Westbrook from Hayworth 4-H. Second, Julie Ivey from Valiant 4-H. And third, Kayla Ward from Broken Bow. And Kendall Hughes, fourth from Broken Bow FFA. Class 3, 3 head.
Good class of heavy chesters here to end on. It's a top pair for me. There's some give and take here. There's some things I love about the bear. There's some things I really love about the gilt. I think the gilt ends up being the complete balanced one for me. She's got extension in front of her shoulder. She's got a good up-headed look. She's the biggest footed, the biggest boned one in the class for me. She's got plenty of shape. She's got a lot coming at you. She's got a lot going away from you. I want to pick her up on her feet. I want to make her pasterns better, and I want to make her put her right leg back inside of her skeleton just a little bit. The Barra, he's the heavy hog, he's the market hog, the power hog of the class, but I want to make him just a little bit bigger boned. He hit the carpet up high, doesn't match the drapes of the ground. He's just not big enough there on his feet and legs for me. He does take a good stride, he's square. I just need to see him just be just a little bit bigger bone, have a little bit better look to compete with that gilt. And my gilt here in third, another one, got plenty of muscle, plenty of product. Want to fix her on her rear too, make her go a little bit better, be a little bit better at her chest, but a good one in third.
Class 3, first place goes to Faith Palmer from Palmer Academy. Second, Marissa Robinson from Idabel FFA. And third, Miley Williams from Broken Bow. Also thank Hayworth Country Store for sponsoring the breed champion, the Chesters, this evening.
Here on our Chester Drive, it comes down to the top pair for me again, the middleweight and the heavyweight. And there's definitely some give and take here for me. I love the overall power and the dimension and the width that the heavy gilt brings. And I love the height of shoulder and the extension and the look that the middleweight has. And it gets really close due to the fact that if I could fix the pasterns on my big one and put the pasterns that my middleweight has, it's a no decision. But if that makes it really close. But it's a market hog show, and I'm going to go ahead and stick with the power and the overall substance. My heavyweight will be my champion.
Faith Palmer, Palmer Academy will have your breed champ.
When you bring that second back out, it falls right into line here. And again, we talked that pair being close, have some gives and takes. I'm going to stick with the heavier hogs and stick with the power hog. She's going to be my reserve here.
Marissa Robinson from Idabel FFA will have your reserve this evening. Marissa Robinson. Class 1 Duroc, 8 head.
sort of do drive off here with some give and take. I'm going to start with the young man in the blue jacket right here to be my class winner. I think this one combines the fundamentals that I'm looking for. He's got some top shot shape. He's good going away from you. He's probably he's the square of the two coming at you. And I just think he balances up the best to go ahead and win the class. My young man in the plaid right here, if I can fix this bear coming at me and really get him just to square up as he goes to the ground a little bit, I think he maybe rivals our class winner. But I got to fix him there in that hole, but he's still going to be my second today. Gilt coming out in third, another one that I just need to fill her up just a little bit. I want to see her just have a little more center capacity there. I never could get her to slow down enough to get a great look at her, but another one that I think if you fill her up, she's a little raw over her rib today, but one that's got some product there that offers. Young lady in fourth, I'd like to jack this one up in his front end just a little bit. He just wants to get a little low there and a little short bone as he comes at you right there. I need to fix him going away just a little bit, but another one's got a lot of product and some good to him. Young lady in fifth, this is the hog that's the most comfortable in its skeleton in the class. Gets out and goes the easiest, gets out and moves at a good pace, but it's also the lightest muscle and the narrowest one that I had in the class. So I got to move her down just a little bit based off of that right there. But one that's really good on his feet and legs. And this one here, I just need to make it take a longer, truer stride off both ends. Wants to get just a little tight as it keep going in the drive, but one's got a lot of product and a lot of mass that goes away. Good class.
Class 2, 8 head. Class 1, first place goes to Blaken Strawn from Hayworth, FFA. Second, Bryson Farley from Hayworth, FFA. Third, Tyler Dunn from Eagletown, FFA. Fourth, Gracie Tonica from Baptiste, FFA. Fourth, Haley Thilkin from Broken Bow. And Rylan Hanks with sixth place from Broken Bow. Class 2, 8 head. If you've located a phone somewhere, we've got an individual that's looking for theirs, so we'll know where it belongs. It was left, I believe, in the men's restroom.
Good class of red ones here in our middle division. My top two comes down to the young lady in the plaid and the young man in the blue and yellow FFA shirt right there. And there's some give and take here. The gilt right here, she's so good as she goes away, or as she comes at you. She's really good in squaring her chest floor. She's really elevated at the point of her shoulder. She's got a good extension, and she's got plenty of power and shape up high. Where I want to fix her is when she goes away from me. She wants to put a little pressure on that outside toe, and she wants to bow that left hock just a little bit, wants to put some pressure out there. So that's a concern to me. I love this bear as he goes away from me. He's true at the ground. He's square. He's a big meat animal, but I want to push his neck back down in him and fix him right there at the point of his crest of his neck. That's not a big thing to me in a market class. He's going to be my class winner. You're going to be too. Great pair to start this class right there. Young lady in third, she just ran up a couple that had a little bit more stuff than she had. Another one that's really good on its feet and legs. I just need to see it have a little more shape up high, be a little more powerful out there, expressive as it gets right there. But another good one sitting there in third. Young lady coming out in fourth. Need to have a little more foot and bone set on this one. This one's got a good center body, got a good turn to its rib, got some good shape right there, and got some product. Just need to fix it and make everything match up and bounce a little better for me right there. Young lady coming out in fifth. Another hog that's got some power, got some shape. Want to fix it off all four corners right there, make it go just a little bit better, put them down square. And my young man coming out right here in the last hole for me. I just want to fix this one again. He wants to narrow at the ground, wants to get a little tight as he comes away. I want to open him up in the center body, make him go just a little bit better, but a good one to end with right there.
All right, Class 3 Duroc will have 6 head. Class 3, 6 head. First place, Class 2, Rylan McPeak from Hayworth, FFA. Second, Rachel Palmer from Palmer Academy. Third, Maddie Holmes from Broken Bow, FFA. Fourth, Jamie Parsons from Valiant 4-H. Fifth, Rainey Tonica from Baptiste, FFA. And sixth, Cash McReynolds from Broken Bow. Class 3, 6 head.
interesting class here in our heavyweights. There's some definite give and take here. Got two gilts that kind of go together. Both offer some extension, some height. Both want to be just a little bad in their chest. They come at you. Barrow does that also. Barrow's got some look up front. He's more moderate. He's the wider base. He's the heavier, not the heavier structured one, obviously. He's the lighter structured one. He's the widest one across his top. And I think what we're going to do here is we're going to start with the Barrow. He's obviously the widest one. He's the meat hog. He's the market hog of the class. I would love to see him have bigger feet and legs to match what he has up high, but he is the market hog who gets out and goes and takes the most comfortable, smoothest step and stride. Between my two gilts, we're going to use the young lady's gilt over there. She's the bigger centered, deeper sided one who wants to take a longer stride. These two are very, very close. We're going to go here for a second. Young man's gilt right here. I just want to open her up. She comes out a little bit. She wants to narrow up and knee end a little bit, but she's going to be third right there. Good trio to start. Hog and force, another one that if I can fix its knees and widen it at the ground going away from me, it'll move up a little bit. And then my hog in fifth. You're good. It's another one. It's got some product, got some mass. Just need to fix it on all four wheels to make it move up any higher. Good class.
I'd like to thank Coulter Genetics for providing or sponsoring the Duroc Breed Champ this evening. Coulter Genetics. Class 3, first place goes to Anna Boland from Idabel FFA. Second, Emma Thompson from Valiant 4-H. Third, JC Roberts from Broken Bow. Fourth, Caden Schaefer from Baptiste. Fifth, Casey McDonald's from Baptiste. And sixth, Josie Farley from Hayworth.
We got here for the breed drive here in the Durocs, and got a trio of them that I think fit really good together. They're all the same type and kind, built pretty much the same. When it comes down to me, it comes down to a pair. It's the middleweight and the heavyweight for me. I want to go ahead and use this middleweight. I think he's heavier structured. He's wider in his chest floor. He's just smoother and comfortable there. He's going to be my champion Duroc today.
Rylan McPeak from Hayworth FFA will have your breed champ this evening. Rylan McPeak.
Bring that second place out of the middles in, and it gets into consideration pretty quick right here. I want to go ahead and stick in the middleweights. I think that one fits where I need to be with my champion. I just want to fix it right there off that rear, but that's another good one to be reserved.
Rachel Palmer from Palmer Academy will have your reserve this evening. Rachel Palmer. Class 1 head, 12 head.
Got a little bigger class. We get into our Hampshires here. We're going to pin these top 6 back and rework, and we're going to excuse these right here. If you'll go ahead and give these guys a round of applause on a great project. start our Hampshire drive here with our lightweights, and there's one that I just kind of go to immediately and keep going back to. Young lady in the plaid right here is going to be our class winner. This one's got great old big feet and legs. It's got a lot of shape over the top of it. It puts his feet where it needs to. He's proportional. He balances correct. He's got a great look as you get off the side of him, and he'll get out and go and catch a gear when he needs to. Great one to start the class right there. It gets close for me in my next pair right here. I want to use the young lady on the far side. I think this gilt is truer as she goes to the ground. As she comes at you, she's square, she's wider. If she wasn't so harsh over her rib, had a little more finish there up high, I think she maybe gets in there with our bear. Doesn't have the added features and things that one has, but if you fix her right there and make her just a little softer today, she can play a little bit more. I love this right here as it goes away from the shoulder back. I love this one. As he comes at me, he wants to close up. He wants to put his feet together. And if I can just fix him right there, another good animal sitting right there in third place. Young lady in fourth. This is another good hog. Another one when she gets out and goes, I just want to take and set her spine down there just a little bit. Just make her relax right there. Go with this a little more ease. And fix her right there. She comes at me in her chest floor. But another good one in fourth place and getting drove really nice. Young man in fifth. This one just needs more time. This is the green one, the profile hog. Great look from the side. Needs bigger feet and legs, but a good one right there and sitting in fifth place. Young lady in sixth. Just need to fix this bear off all four. Just make him come and go a little better. Set his skeleton back in. Just make him be a little more comfortable in his skeleton. But a good one's got a lot of product there in sixth place.
Class 2, there'll be 11 head. Class 1 first place goes to Rachel Palmer from Palmer Academy. 2, Madison Hamlin from Broken Bow. 3rd, Noah Palmer from Palmer Academy. 4th, Heidi Thompson from Valiant 4-H. 5th, Cash Clarity from Hayworth 4-H. And 6th, Marissa Robinson from Idabel FFA. Class 2, 11 head.
Another good class to work through here. Let's put our hands together for these kids. They go back to their pens. Give them a good hand for their project. deepest class we've seen to this point right here today. Really close in the upper end for me, gives and takes all around. I love this little bear, this little gilt right here. She gets out and goes. She's got the biggest motor. She wants to get out. She'll travel. The one place I want to fix her, I want to pick her up on her front pastures. If I can fix her right there, it's no contest. It's not even close. It gets close with the bear. He's the next one. He's the widest up top. He's the widest going away. He is true and square. He's just a little compact for me today. I'd like to lengthen him out right there, maybe add a rib to him. He's got great look going away. And I also want to maybe set his shoulders inside his skeleton just a little bit as they come out at that angle right there. The intriguing piece comes here. If I can fix one hole here, this one maybe moves all the way up to the top for me. But when you get behind him, he wants to get just out, just a nickel in that right rear, and he wants to give to it just a little bit. If not for that, maybe you move all the way up. Really good gilt sitting right there in third. That's a good trio to start with right there. Bring the gilt out in fourth. If I can just take this one and grab her by her ears and pull her neck out a little bit and give her some extension in front of her shoulder blade, this is another good one. This is a product-driven one. She's a knucklehead to drive, but she's got some really good pieces to be sitting in fourth hole right there. That's a good one. When this one hits the ring initially, I thought this is the one I like. This one's stout skulled. She's got a good look from the side. But as the drive wears on, she becomes the one that's narrow at the ground. She becomes the smaller footed one of the group ahead of her. If I can fix her there and make her just a little stouter, she moves on up in class. But another good one to be there in fifth. Good job. Same thing with the one coming out here in sixth. Again, one that if I can just, she wants to knee in it, she comes at me a little bit. Another one that's designed right, got a lot of shape and a lot of product. Really good hog to be sitting in sixth place. That's a great class right there. Good deep one. Give those kids a round of applause.
Class 3 will be 7 head. First place in Class 2 goes to Grace Palmer from Palmer Academy. Second, Rylan McPeak from Hayworth FFA. Third, Mason Hamlin from Broken Bow FFA. Fourth, Landon Strawn from Hayworth FFA. Fifth, Alexa Clarity from Hayworth FFA. And sixth, Caleb Brown from Baptiste FFA. Class 3, Hemp, 7 head. I'd like to thank Custom Hay Solutions for sponsoring the Breed Champ and the Hampshire division this evening. Custom Hay Solutions.
interesting class here in our heavyweights, some give and take here. I'm going to start with the young lady on the far side in the green jacket. This bear's, he's got some good shape up high. He's good. I'd like to widen him out, and I'd like to make him a little bigger bone and footed, but he is the one who's comfortable in his skeleton. He's up on his pastures where he belongs. He just becomes the practical, balanced, complete one for me in this class. Young man right here in the green is going to be second. If I can fix this one on his pastures, it's just too soft-footed for me today to be moved up to the class winner. But one's got a lot of shape. She's square going away. Really good as he goes right there. He's going to be second. And third, another gilt that's just a little plain over her top. Wants to get just close up at her as she comes out. She wants to kind of close up as she goes away. She's going to be set right there in third. But another one's got a lot of product and some production right there. Young lady in fourth. If I can make this one go a little better off its rear too, maybe it moves up a little bit. It never wants to get out and go, and never wants to take a good stride. Just wants to kind of stay bunched up the whole time for the lady. But a good one's got a lot of product, good look right there out in front of its neck. Good one sitting in fourth place. Pig here coming out in fifth. Another one I just need to open up a little more in his chest floor. Give it some more center body, some dimension there. Give it a little more shape. Fixing its ham loin right there. Going in fifth. And young man coming out in sixth. One that I just got to correct on all four. Make it a little better structurally. Get a little more mass up high. But another good one sitting there in the sixth hole. Good class.
Class 3, first place goes to Alyssa Farley from Hayworth 4-H. Second, Noah Palmer from Palmer Academy. Third, Maddie Holmes from Broken Bow FFA. Fourth, Haley Thilkin from Broken Bow. Fifth, Miley Williams from Broken Bow. Sixth, Bryson Farley from Hayworth.
Not going to draw this out real long, this Hampshire Drive. There's one in here that hit me like a ton of bricks when it came out. It may be the littlest one out here, but I think it's the best one by quite a margin. Young lady out of the light division is going to be your champion.
Rachel Palmer from Palmer Academy will have your breed champ.
Bring that second light in. The quality doesn't get any less. You fits right into the mix here. I think there's another one that fit the pattern. This one's got a great running gear who gets out and goes. That middleweight will be your reserve. Great set of Hampshires.
Grace Palmer from Palmer Academy will have your reserve. Class 1 spot, 7 head.
class of spots to start out here. Young lady in the brown shawl down there, she's going to have your class winner. She's driving the one that I think's got the most shape, the most mass up high, still sets them down square. The balance complete one for me. He's the easy start for me in this class. Gets interesting in 2 and 3. There's some gives and takes right there. I want to go with the young lady in the green. I think this one just is more comfortable in its skeleton. It's really square going away. Wants to get in just a little bit in his chest forward, but still over some shape, some dimension. Good one to be sitting there in second. Young man coming out in third. Young man coming out in third. I thought he was going to be second initially. Really good on his passes. He wants to maybe get just a little forward in that shoulder, and that caused him to get up right there in that chine bone just a little bit. But good and square going away. Like to see him maybe reach just a little further and push that foot back just a little bit farther behind his tailhead. But one's got lots of shape, lots of product. Another good one there in third place. The big-legged stout one comes out in fourth, but I got to reconstruct those legs. I got to make them go a little better. I want him to take a longer stride. I want to set him back in his skeleton up front for me just a little bit, but once got some product, got some mass, another good hog right there. One coming out in fifth. This hog wants to narrow up at the ground just a little bit. I like to fix it there, but got some product, got some dimension. Nice job by that young individual. And my last one here, another one that I just need to put everything back inside of its skeleton, make it more complete, more balanced, but another good hog with some product sitting there in sixth place. Good job.
Class 2, 5 head. Class 1, first place goes to Alexa Clarity from Hayworth FFA. Second, Alyssa McReynolds from Broken Bow. Third, Ryder Nichols from Smithville 4-H. Fourth, Tom Bates from Broken Bow. Fifth, Lauren Trevino from Eagletown. Sixth, Raylan Parsons from Valiant 4-H. Class 2, 5 head. I'd like to thank Brumley Funeral Home for sponsoring the breed champ and the spots this evening. Brumley Funeral Home.
Another interesting class of spots here. I want to start with the ones maybe easier than the skeletons. The young lady over in the black with the bear there. This is a good one. She wants to get out and go. She's good in his chest, got a lot of shape up high. She wants to get up on herself just a little bit, but she still comes to the ground square. Fixing her hand lower, she wrinkles just a little bit. That's a pretty good one right there. The young lady in the blue stripes down here is going to be second. If I can fix this one in its front pastures and pick it up, it's really squishy footed right there. I like to just pick her up right there. One's got a lot of shape, and she needs to be widened from behind just a little bit, but a good one sitting there in second place. Young lady in third right here, another one that I just want to take an easier, smoother stride, be more comfortable in its skeleton, but one's got some shape, got some product, got some ass up high, and got some big feet and legs on it. Good one to be sitting in third. Young lady right here, just need to add some more expression, some more shape to this one. Make it just to match these others in this class, but a good one there is sound and fundamental. Good one to go right there. And the young lady in fifth over there on the far side, just want to recorrect it, give us some more foot and bone, give it just a little more expression, shape up high. Good class, good set of kids.
Class 2, first place goes to Susie Sneed from Valiant FFA. Second, Madeline McPeak from Hayworth 4-H. Third, Lauren Trevino from Eagletown FFA. Fourth, Emily Farley from Hayworth FFA. And fifth, Kayla Ward from Broken Bow. Class 3, 4-head.
Interesting class here in our heavyweight spots. I got a pair of gilts I want to move to the top here, and a pair of barrows I want to move down. My gilts, I've got one that I think is a little more comfortable with skeleton, a little better design out of its front end. Young lady in the flowery shirt there is going to be first. Young lady in the paisley is going to be second. I like this gilt in first. She's got a little more expression up high. She's designed better out of her front end, and she's a little wider track and she goes away. The young lady here, if I could just clean this up in its head and neck, give it a little more look, fix it in its front feet right there, move it maybe up, move it a little bit more. My bears, got a pair of little over-conditioned bears here. Still got some product, some shape. Want to go right here for third, young lady. This bear is free, moving, easy going. Young man in the green on the far side. Bear's just a little over-conditioned, but still got a lot of product, a lot of power. Good class right there.
Class 3, first place goes to Caden Coulter from Broken Bow. Second, Emma Thompson from Valiant 4-H. Third, Rainey Kaufman from Broken Bow 4-H. And fourth, Lawson Coulter from Valiant 4-H.
here in the spot drive, I think there's one that comes to the surface here. He's a knucklehead to drive, but he's probably the most complete and the most balanced one. Young lady in the black shawl or the brown shawl is going to be your champion spot. That's a good balanced, complete one. He's got a lot of shape and power, good foot and bone. Just a knucklehead to drive, but when he does get and go, he's really good on the move, really comfortable in his skeleton. Good one to start right there in our spots.
Lexi Clarity from Hayworth FFA will have your breed champs. Lexi Clarity.
Drop the second out of that class in, and again, the quality doesn't drop off. That's another good one. Who smashed our class winner right there. He wants to just close up a little bit. I'm going to stick with the power and the dimension and the heavy foot bonus. My middleweight's going to be your reserve.
Susie Sneed from Valiant FFA will have your reserve. Class 1 York, 7 head.
Pot's right. One more coming. Okay, Pot's right, 6 head.
Really good pair here to start to get our Yorkshires going. I think we're going to go here with the young man in the yellow. He's going to be my class winner. That's the power hog of the class. He's wider. He's up top. He's got more expression up there. He's better on his pastures. He puts them down square where they're supposed to be. Got a great look out in front. I'll be honest, if I can fix this one in his front feet and jack him up right there, I'll move him up ahead of that one. This one's really sound. Got a great big motor in him. Good coming at you. Just want to fix him there and make him be a little bit better right there, get him up off the ground. But a great pair to start that clash right there. Young man coming out in third. This is another hog that offers some product, offers some pieces. I just got to fix his front end. He wants to get closed up. She wants to kind of get together right there. But another one's got some product, some power to it. Good hog there in third. Hog coming out in fourth right here. This gilt's one that she's good on the profile. She's just not enough to her. She's not enough stoutness, not enough feature to her. But one that's does have some product. She's really pretty on the profile. Like to set her spine down here to make her go a little easier right there. Young lady coming out in fifth, another hog. I actually need to open up in his chest floor, put a little more on it, make it go just a little bit better to move up any higher. And young lady in sixth is another one that's got a really good look from the profile. She just wants to close up at the ground, get a little narrow up high, but another good one to be sitting right there and a great job getting shown.
Class 2, 6 head. Class 2 Hamp, 6 head. Class 1, first place, Hunter McPeak, Broken Bow, FFA. Second, Grace Palmer from Palmer Academy. Third, Langdon Strawn from Hayworth, FFA. Fourth, Langdon Strawn from Hayworth, FFA. Fifth, Raylan Parsons from Valiant 4-H. And sixth, Jamie Parsons from Valiant 4-H. Class 2, 6 head.
Good class of Yorkshires here, a lot of give and take. I find the one that I think is the most balanced, most complete, easiest in the skeleton that gets out and goes on the move. I'd like to clean this gilt up in her jaw just a little bit, make her a little trendier right there, but one that's got a lot of power, a lot of shape, takes a good comfortable step off all four, good complete balanced hog to start the class with. The interesting piece comes out here in second. This one's so cool from the side, throws his head up, almost wants to get up there a little too much and crest that neck up. But a good one right there. It's got a lot of shape, a lot of power. Like to maybe see it be a little easier going and take a better step off those rear two. Young lady coming out in third. This one's one that wants to get just a little out, gets to put a little pressure on that outside toe on its rear. Wants to push that hock just a little bit. But another one's got some product, got some shape, and a good one right there sitting in third place. Young man coming out in fourth. This hog just didn't balance for me. She wants to get off in her top line. She wants to get a little soggy middle right there. Wants to just not get balanced and complete enough for me. But a good one with a lot of product and a lot of mass sitting there in fourth hole. Young man coming out in fifth here. Another good one that's got some power, it's got some product. Just want to fix it off its rear too, make it go a little better, make it a little freer and easy, make it open up in the chest for pick it up on his pastures, but a good one right there. And the young lady coming out here in sixth. Another one that just wants to close up as it comes at me, wants to bow just a little bit as it goes away, but got a ton of product, a lot of shape, good massive hog right there.
We'll have class 3 will be 6 head in that class. Class 2, first place goes to Emma Thompson from Valiant 4-H. Second, Mason Hamlin from Broken Bow. Third, Jalen Monk from Valiant 4-H. Fourth, Noah Palmer from Palmer Academy. Fifth, Clayton Ivey from Valiant 4-H. And sixth, Jarrett Bean from Batiste FFA. Class 3, 6 head.
Good class of heavies in here in the Yorkshires. I want to start with the young lady in the green jacket right here close to me. I think this is the balanced, complete one. He's got a lot of shape up high, really good as he's going away. He's the squarest and truest as he hits the ground. He's good enough on those pasterns. He's really good as he goes away and got a good easy motor, ease of movement. The one here's the intriguing one. You question yourself a little bit. There's a lot of shape. There's a lot of power there. But that might be just a little too much for me. I'd like to set his angles at his shoulder and from behind, backing him just a little bit. He keeps them square and keeps them to the ground, but that's pushing the limits just a little bit for me, so I'm going to put him at a second right there. Another really good hog that was there in second place. Young man coming out in third. This is just a practical kind of hog. Good foot and bone, good as he goes away, good as he comes at you. I'd like to he wants to knee in just a little bit, and he wants to get just a little plane right there as he gets over his top. They have quite the shape and the power those two above him had, but a good one sitting there in third place. Young man coming out in fourth right here. Another one that gets a little chubby in his head, and he wants to close up as he comes at me. He wants to close up at the ground, and he wants to get a little tight going away. Just doesn't match up and balance completely, but one's got some products to match right there sitting in the fourth hole. Another hog here, same thing as we talked there with four. Just a little chubby in his neck, wants to close up. Doesn't want to have the shape and the dimension he needs up high to place those other ones, but a good one right there in fifth. And young lady in sixth is one. Just got to fix a little bit off both ends. He wants to close up, put them together, but a good one right there also.
I'd like to thank Coulter Genetics for sponsoring the breed champion in Yorkshire this evening. Coulter Genetics. Class 3, first place goes to Alyssa Farley from Hayworth 4-H. Second, Bree Wright from Broken Bow FFA. Third, Tom Bates from Broken Bow. Fourth, Jason Lozer from Baptiste FFA. Fifth, Ryder Nichols from Smithfield 4-H. And sixth, Chelsea Richburg from Broken Bow FFA.
Really good set of Yorks we got to work through here. Some give and take in this drive. I think it comes down to one for me that I thought was the most complete, the most balanced, who put all the positives together for me. Young lady out of the heavyweights is going to be your champion Yorkshire.
Alyssa Farley from Hayworth 4-H will have your breed champ this evening. Alyssa Farley.
Bring the second out of those heavies back in, and we talked that one in class of how maybe it pushes the limits for me just a little bit and gets out there too much and it's shouldering from behind. I think that one's really good, but I think it's awfully wide and it's really pushing the limits for me. We drop back down to these other two class winners, and I think there's some give and take here. I love the bear. I love his design. I love his look. I love how he gets out and goes. But when you got him with those two gilts in the drive, he runs out of structure for me a little bit. He's the light structured one, but he is the show pony of the group. But I think I want to stick with Type and Kind, and I'm going to use the young lady's gilt to go ahead and be reserved right there.
Emma Thompson from Valiant 4-H will have you reserved. Emma Thompson. Class 1 cross, 10 head.
Good start to the cross class here. We're going to excuse these left in the ring. Let's give them a great round of applause for their project. very interesting class to start our cross drive off here. I'm going to start with the blue-eyed gilt. The longer this drive went, the more comfortable she became, the more logical she became to be there. She's got plenty of shape. She's got plenty of dimension up high. She's really square at all four. She's really comfortable, really easy in her movement, really good in her skeleton. She became the logical place to start for me. The young lady here in second, I thought she was going to be the class winner when we first come into the ring, but that gilt just got more comfortable. I want to fix this one again. Just pick him up just a little bit off those front pastures. Just elevate him just a little bit. He wants to get just a little short made for me, but one that's packed full of muscle. Really good look from the side. Really getting a good stick put on him. Great job right there in second. The one coming out in third, if this one had just a little bit more foot and bone work to go with that power up high and that look from the side, really drove really good. Like to see it presented, like to be just a little more fresher made, have a fresher hair coat on it, but good job right there getting one drove. This one here is intriguing, really heavy bone, really stout, really powerful. I just need to fix him. He wants to kind of rub them together as he comes at me, and he wants to get a little squishy on the back feet for me a little this time. And again, just raise him up and pick him up just a little bit off the ground, but a good, stout, powerful one right there in the fourth hole. Young lady coming out in fifth right here. Another one she's really good when she's good when she's actually square. I just need to have a little more to her. She wants to kind of get a little questionable from behind. Maybe wants to push those just a little bit, but a good job right there. A good complete center one right there in fifth. And the one coming out in sixth, if I could just put a few more guts in this one, she's got a great look from the side, great on the profile. Just need to put some guts to her, make her a little bigger footed to match everything else, but a super good class right there to start with.
Class 2, there'll be 10 head in Class 2. Class 1, first place goes to Cole Clarity from Hayworth 4-H. Second, Rachel Palmer from Palmer Academy. Third, Alexi Clarity from Hayworth FFA. Fourth, Faith Palmer from Palmer Academy. Fifth, Raylan Parsons. Fifth from Valiant 4-H. And sixth, Haley Dilkin from Broken Bow. Class 2, 10 head.
We're gonna dismiss the three we got left here. I'm gonna work back through these 7 here. and rework those. Really good set right here. Just some differences here in type and kind. Soundness we need to work on here, but good set overall. Give these kids a round of applause. Really good class quality all the way down through this one here in our middleweights. There's one that I never considered not starting with when it hit the ring. This one's my kind. It's up-headed. It's tall-shouldered. It's got a big old ditch down. It takes good strides off all four. Just one you don't really put a hole in. Complete, balanced, the kind I like to see. Young lady in the blue right there, you're going to be my class winner. Young lady in green right here with the black hog, this one's going to be second. This is one that, when it first hit, I questioned it just a little bit. But the longer it went, it's starting to tighten up on us a little bit now. She's gotten a little hot on us. But that one's really true, really squares. It puts us down. It took a good stride earlier, starting to tie up. But that one's a good one for second. The intriguing hog right here in third is the blue hog. This one right here has got two spots I'd like to fix it. When it comes at you, he wants to toe in a little bit. If I can fix those, he's good in his front end. When he goes away on his left, when he wants to put pressure on that outside toe, and he wants to buckle just a little bit right there. But that one's got a really good show look. He's got a lot of shape up high. Just need to fix him in those two spots right there. But a good one set there in third. The intriguing one in fourth right here. This is the sow bear that comes, the sow gilt that comes out right here. The longer we went, it just wanted to throw its feet outside of its skeleton just a little bit from behind. Really good shape up high. Really good job as she drives this one. Just need to fix right there. Great rib, good center body. Just want to make it put its stuff back inside of its skeleton there. Blue hog coming out next. One I originally wanted to put down a little bit, but the longer's out here. It's a practical hog. Really good on its feet and legs. It's square coming at you. Just needs to have a little more to play with those ones above it, but a good hog right there in the fifth hole. Hog in six right here is another one. I just want to reconstruct this one's front end. Wants to get a little straight and stiff there. Want to extend its neck a little bit more, but it got a lot of product, a lot of power right there. Another good one. And this one here wants to close up as it comes at me. Get in its knee a little bit. Wants to close up from behind. Just need to fix it there, but got some product and some shape up high. Great class, good set of kids.
All right, Class 3. Class 3 will have 11 head. 11 head, Class 3, in the final class this evening. Class 2, first place goes to Marissa Rose from Smithville FFA. Second, Maddie Wright from Broken Bow. Third, Bree Wright from Broken Bow. Fourth, Jamie Parsons from Valiant 4-H. Fifth, McKenna Westbrook from Hayworth 4-H. And sixth, Landy Coulter from Valiant 4-H. Class 3, 11 head.
going to excuse the rest of these. Give them a great hand for the project. interesting class here in our heavyweights. We get this young man in the yellow, it's Bear out here. When he gets this one out and gets him going, this one's got a lot to him. He's big-footed, he's big-legged. He puts them down square on all four. He's good on his pasterns up front. He's got a big old top plate in him. He's got mass all the way back through him. That's a good practical Bear market hog to start the class off with. The gilt in second is the one that just kept working her way up for me. The longer she went, the longer she drove. This one just kept going and kept going. This gilt's got a great old big top in her. She's got a good hip. She's good on all four. She's got a great look from the side. She's really good at the point of her shoulder. A good gilt to set there in second. This gilt here hit me hard initially. Again, the longer we went, when she gets in here with these two, she just gets a little short to the ground. She's a little old maid. She wants to get down her pasterns a little bit. Really good from behind, square everywhere. Just need to raise her up everywhere. Just make her a little bit bigger overall. But a good one sitting right there in third. This one here, she just doesn't balance for me the way I'd like her to. She wants to get squishy there from behind. She's really good up high. She's got a great shape, got a good center body. Just doesn't balance quite good enough for me today, but a good one, really good one to sit there in fourth place. This gilt here is kind of the outlier. She's the big maid gilt. She just wants to kind of close up as she gets to you for as big as she is. She's got a lot of shape, a lot of top. Really good as she kind of goes, and just really good out of her front end. Good one there in fifth. Young lady here in sixth. This one here, just need to fix her on her four, open her up a little bit, put a little bit bigger rib in her, but a good one there in that hole. And the young man with the blue-eyed one, again, just need to fix some things on his feet and legs there. Just make him a little bit better as he comes at me. Really good class to end with right there.
All right, first place, Class 3, Hunter McPeak, Broken Bow FFA. Second, Mason Hamlin from Broken Bow FFA. Third, Grace Palmer from Palmer Academy. Fourth, Faith Palmer from Palmer Academy. Fifth, Maddie Holmes from Broken Bow FFA. And sixth, Miley Williams from Broken Bow 4-H.
Really good set of crosses we got to work through here today. It comes down to a pair of them for me in this drive. I love the practicality. I love the fundamentals of this gilt, and I think as further down the road as she gets, she's going to be a good one. You really start to add on to that skeleton and build on it. I think there's a lot to build on there. She's just not there today. She was great in her class, and it comes down to this pair for me here. This big one is so stout, so powerful. He's really wide across his top. He wants to get up under himself just a nickel as he keeps going here. And then you got your middleweight. And guys, this one has look from the side like no other. He's killer as he goes away. He's really good as he comes at you. Guys, that's a show bear deluxe for me. You can't put a hole in him. That's my champion cross right there.
Marissa Rose from Smithville FFA will have your breed champ. Marissa Rose.
Drop that second back in here, and as you can see, when he got to go back and get a drink and cool off a little bit, he's really starting to go good again. That was a really close pair in that class. I'm not going to separate them out here. That one will be your reserve cross in the middles.
Maddie Wright from Broken Bow will have your reserve. Maddie Wright will have your reserve breed this evening. During the grand drive, the grand champion will receive the Palmer Show Team buckle and the reserve, the Newt Davis Memorial buckle. I'd like to thank James Voss, Backhoe and Gravel, for also providing and sponsoring the best county bred this evening. James Voss, Backhoe and Gravel.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Guys, I want to thank y'all for letting me come out and judge these things tonight. These kids have been great. It's been a great set of hogs to work for. You guys are obviously doing this the right way, and I love coming to the state of Oklahoma anytime I can. I have a passion for driving these things. I love showing them. This is the state to be in. It's the best state in the country there is when it comes to showing bears. I don't care what Texas says. I'm from Arkansas, but Oklahoma can show them. Guys, I like them built fundamental. I like them sound. I want them to have the extras when they got them. I'll take them as good as you bring them to me. I love looking at them. This has been a great set, a deep set. But guys, there's one here that hit me hard when it came in the ring. It's my kind. It is a Show Bear Deluxe. That cross will be your champion.
Marissa Rhodes from Smithville, FFA, will have your grand this evening.
You drop that reserve crossing here, he jumps right to mix. But it comes down to a pair of them for me, and that's the Red Hog and the Hampshire. Guys, there's another one that hit me hard to come in, and I don't care how little they are. If you let them in the ring, you let them play, I can use them if they're good. I still think that's one of the best ones, that Hampshire over here reserve.
Rachel Palmer, which will also be county bred this evening. Rachel Palmer from Palmer Academy will have your reserves this evening, and county bred. Okay, we're going to kick off senior showmanship here in just a second. That'll lead off our showmanship this evening. If you'll hold up just a second, and I'll give you the breakdown on that. Listen up in the back also. Senior showman will be ages 16 and up, intermediate 13 to 15, juniors 9 to 12, and beginners 8 and under. There again in the back, if you'll listen up, For showmanship, we're going to lead off with senior showman. That will be ages 16 and up, intermediate 13 to 15, and juniors 9 to 12, and beginners 8 and under. Senior show will receive the Rita Sivert Memorial Buckle this evening for the senior showman. All right, we're going to kick off the senior showman this evening. The showmanship, seniors ages 16 and up.
great set of seniors to start this showmanship off with. Guys, this is something I have a passion about. If you're going to show these things, you better daggone be able to drive them. I got 3 little girls at home. I think they can flat get them stuck. We work on it daily. You can tell these kids here work on it too. Guys, there's a pair of them out here. They're really good. They're really consistent. One of them's a little more laid back. One of them's a little more intense. You pick them how you want them that way. The girl in the green is going to be 1 for me. The girl right here in the flowers is going to be 2.
Grace Palmer will be your senior showman. Sister Faith will be the second. Would like to thank Clarity Funeral Services for providing the buckle for the intermediate showman this evening. Clarity Funeral Services.
Another great set of kids here getting them shown. Guys, this is showmanship for me. I'm not a skill-a-thon guy. I don't like asking questions. I want you to be able to drive hogs and drive them well. Again, I think it comes down to a pairing here. There's subtle differences. These two are both really, really good. Again, there's one that's a little more intense. There's one that's a little more laid back. If you're a boy and you can compete with these girls in this deal, I think you're a dadgum good one. You'll be 1, you'll be 2.
Rylan McPeak from Hayworth FFA will be your intermediate showman this evening. Rylan McPeak. Emily Farley will be second in the intermediate showman. All right, we'll start off with the juniors, ages 9 to 12. Juniors 9 to 12. Juniors 9 to 12. We'd like to thank Curtis and Debbie McDaniel. Curtis and Debbie McDaniel for sponsoring the showmanship this evening, junior showman.
Little bigger group of these little ones here. We're going to let those go back to their pen. They all did a great job. Give them all a round of applause for coming out here. They did a great, great job. I'm going to rework this 5 right here, and we'll get you your top 2. Ready? All right, I'll call you one at a time. Check the gate. guys at this age, we're still learning some things. There's some of them that you can tell are a little more seasoned than the others. They've been in the ring a few more times. They do things a little easier and a little more fluid. This is a great 5 right here. Good thing. There's a couple things to work on, guys. When you come out of those pins, when I'm trying to get that first look, let's get that look, and then let's get over here. This is a big old ring. Get over here and stay out of the way till we get everybody in the ring, and then let's go back to driving those things, okay? So let's make sure everybody can get a good look the first time, then let's get to work, all right? Again, great job. Just a little something right there I kind of like to see. Guys, there's an easy one in here for me, one that's more experienced, one more seasoned. You're going to be my champion. It gets a little closer for reserve for me. There's a couple of them that do a really good job. One of them cut me off one time, but she's also the one that keeps the hog moving the next best, knows where I'm at the most. She does a really good job. You'll be reserved.
Junior showman, Rachel Palmer. Rachel Palmer will be your showman this evening, with Alyssa Farley taking second. Last showman this evening will be the beginners, and that will be 8 and under. We'd like to thank Brinkley Auction for providing the buckle and sponsoring the beginner showman this evening. Brinkley Auction.
Guys, this is a great way to wrap up this show. Again, I really appreciated being here. I've enjoyed it. It's been a great show, great set of kids, good set of hogs. It's been special, so a great job. At this age, guys, I just want them to know where I'm at. I want them to have a little bit of control. If they can know which side to be on, that's an extra. Just ask them a couple questions. What's your pig's name? We got lots of names. We got no names. We show sister's pig. Hey, that's what it is. And then I ask them, what's your favorite thing about showing? We've got everything from winning a ribbon to just winning to just beating my siblings. So that's what it's all about. Hey, anytime you got them in the barn, you're raising the right way, guys. I've enjoyed it. It's been awesome. I'm going to pick one right here, and it's this young lady right in front of me. She's going to be your champion.
Emma Thompson from Valiant 4-H will be your beginner showman. That's a wrap. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today and supporting all the kids here in the 2019 Spring Livestock Show. Y'all be sure and come back tomorrow evening for the show, or for the sale. I'm sorry, for the sale. Drive careful going home.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines, because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.